now will be a kapaka bracket from Te Haumwana.
Next we had our national anthem, led by head girl Madeline Symes, Keisha Craig and Johan Smith. Could you all please stand?
Next up, we have Mrs. Liz Gasson, Opunake High School's Board of Trustees, presiding member. You may see.
Tēnā koutou katoa, e mihi ana o ki te mana whenua. Nō Waikato au, engari ki Opunake o e moho ana. Ko Brian tōkatane, ko Pippa rātou, ko Holly, ko Ben o ko Tamariki. Ko Liz Gasson au, nau mai, whakatau mai. Thank you, it's an honour to be here. I'd like to start by also welcoming everybody today and recognising those people that are joining us via the live stream. As we said earlier, it was not meant to be. So 2021 has been another year full of challenges and change. And on behalf of the school board, I would like to acknowledge the hardships that many of our whanau are experiencing as we continue to live through a pandemic, and commend the school community for ensuring that all our learners have the best opportunities for success in this climate. With this in mind, the board has elected to opt into the school donation scheme again for 2022. This gives the board some assurance around our financial position, and there will be no base fees for students again next year. If you do wish to make a voluntary donation at any time though, you may see Donna in the office. From a board point of view, 2021 has also been a year of successes. So I'd just like to touch on a few. While final results are not in, student achievement at NCA levels 1, 2 and 3 are tracking to continue our trend of sitting above or well above the national average. This is especially true when looking at Māori achievement. Our Māori ākonga consistently achieve at significantly higher levels than at other schools, and the Ministry of Education has approached Opunake to share our practices as a result. Our Tiny Homes trial has received BCITO recognition for the quality of the programs offered, as well as the consistently high standard of work submitted by students. 2 students have received grants, and several students are headed into building apprenticeships as a result of their involvement in this program. This initiative is set to be enhanced in 2022. You may have noticed the development of the on-school building site. This will allow the program to widen its scope and become the pathway of choice for students looking to enter the trades workforce. Property has also been an ongoing area of frustration for the school for many, many years. Due to a number of factors beyond the school's control, all building work has either been on hold or solely about infrastructure upgrades. With the recent government school investment package and a positive outcome to our 10-year property plan negotiations, the board is now in the promising position to complete the infrastructure upgrades and look at improving teaching and learning spaces. This includes starting work on the wharekura with the aim to have it finished in time for the centennial celebrations in 2025. So when I stop to reflect on the how and why of these successes, I think he tangata, he tangata, he tangata, the people, the people, the people. So on behalf of the school board, I would extend sincere thanks to everybody who has contributed in so many ways to ensure Opunake High School's ongoing success. To all whanau who have taken the time and interest to phone, email and attend school events where possible, your engagement is one of the cornerstones that allows us to work towards continually improving outcomes for students. To all the coaches, managers, mentors, cleaners, ground staff, home and school, school board, support staff, senior leaders, iwi, local businesses and wider community. The students are the beneficiaries of all the time, effort and passion and support you put in, and we thank you for helping us fulfil our vision of growing good people for a rapidly changing world. Kay Fleming, generously making a significant section of land available to the board to grow maize on, will effectively double our income we make from maize each year, so we thank you. At the start of the school year, we were tasked with finding a motivated and experienced and inspirational leader. The instruction from our school community groups was clear: passion, professionalism and people. The board is confident that we've appointed the right person for the job. Mrs. Hukapau. You have revitalised the school vision, working tirelessly with the board, staff, students and whanau to uphold the school values, continue to grow the school successes and raise student achievement. The board thanks you and looks forward to working closely with you in the future. The board would also like to acknowledge all the staff who have remained resolute in their efforts to see every learner experience success in their chosen pathways. Our ākonga are happy to have you and to know that you have their backs. So to the students, we are here today to celebrate all of you and your many great achievements. If you receive an award today at Prizegiving, congratulations. The dedication you have shown in your area of choice has paid off. Hold your head up high and celebrate, you have earned it. If you don't receive an award, or you don't receive the award you wanted, move on from it quickly. An award does not define your life, nor does it define your character. Your achievements this year, big and small, along with the positivity, friendliness and sportsmanship that I see and hear from you in and around school, or in certain sporting arenas, demonstrates that the dreams values are alive and well. I encourage you to uphold these in all areas of your life, as they will always stand you in good stead. So to all our apunga, but especially our leaders, whaia te iti kahurangi ki te tuho koe, me he maunga teitei. Pursue excellence. Should you stumble, let it be to a lofty mountain. This whakatauki challenges you to pursue your dreams and goals, to persevere through adversity, and only bow your head if the obstacle is truly great. We wish you all the best, a very Merry Christmas, and a safe holiday break. Thank you. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
Thank you, Liz, for your words. Next up, we have our sports awards to be read by Mr. David Hughes and presented by Mr. Barry Skinner.
It's my pleasure to announce the 2021 Sports Awards. Could I please get the following students to the front of the stage? Caitlin Symes, Beth Cook, Ella Griggs, Jamie Bonetta, Richmond Hewson-Howe, Pero Brophy, and Joe Gibson. In the absentee, Caitlin Symes, Senior B Netball Captain, Beth Cook and Ella Griggs, Captain Girls Rugby. In absentee, Jamie Bonetta, Opunake High School Cup Captain Netball A, Richmond Hewson-Howe, Wolford Cup Captain Hockey, Pero Brophy, the Yip Cricket Cup Captain First 11, Opunake High School Cup Captain Boys Basketball. Joe Gibson, Senior B Boys Basketball Captain. Following to the front of the stage, Tyron Jones, Jaslyn Marsh, Madeline Symes, Ella Bright and Jaden Siciliano. Tyron Jones, Clement Cup Captain First 15 Rugby. Jaslyn Marsh, Girls Social Basketball Captain. Madeline Symes, Young Cup Captain Gold Hockey Girls. Ella Bright, Taylor Cup Captain Girls Soccer, Lynn Morgan Memorial Trophy Captain Girls Basketball. Jaden Siciliano, Opunake AFC Cup Captain Boys Soccer. Charlie Rankin, Jari Summerfield, Georgia Symes, Anna Bright and Richmond Hewson-Howe to the front of the stage. Charlie Rankin, Houston Cup Intermediate Boys Swimming Champion. Jari Summerfield, Opunake High School Cup Intermediate Boys Athletics Champ. Georgia Symes, Opunake High School Cup Intermediate Girls Cross Country Champion. Anna Bright, Salzburger Cup Intermediate Girls Swimming Champion. Richmond Houston Howell, Cassie Cup Senior Boys Swimming Champion. Lexi McQuaig, Leah Sefton-Zakan, Joe Gibson, Ella Bright and Jaden Siciliano to the front of the stage. Lexi McQuaig, Opunake High School Cup Intermediate Girls Cross Country Champion. Leah Sefton-Zakan, Pennington Cup Senior Girls Athletics Champion, Jarman Cup Senior Girls Cross Country Champion. Joe Gibson, Cassie Cup Senior Boys Swimming Champion. Ella Bright, Alex Harvey Cup Senior Girls Swimming Champion. Jaden Siciliano, Clement Cup Senior Boys Athletics Champion. Old Pupils Association Cup Senior Boys Cross Country Champion. I have Jordan Herbert, Katie Klassen, Caitlin Symes, Braden Shaw, Caleb Patton and Beth Cook. Jordan Herbert, Opunake Board Riders Club Trophy, Most Outstanding Surfer. In absentee, Katie Klassen, Most Consistent Player in Senior B Netball. In absentee, Caitlin Symes, Best Attacking Player in Senior B Netball. Braden Shaw and Caleb Patton, Whitehead Trophy, Most Points Scored in First 15 Rugby. Beth Cook, Girls Rugby Player of the Year, Hill Trophy, Best Defensive Girl Basketballer. Clubbers get Jaden Forsyth, Georgia Symes, Anna Bright, Ella Griggs and Teague Mullen at the front of the stage. Jaden Forsyth, B&D Tippett Cup Achievement in Boys Hockey. Georgia Symes, OHS Clough Cup Most Consistent Girls Hockey Player. Anna Bright, Kiri Primary School Trophy Most Valuable Girl in Basketball. Ella Griggs, Dave Potter Memorial Cup all-round contribution to girls rugby. And Teague Mullen, OHS Sofa Cup, most improved in first 15 rugby. Students: Aroa Turnbull, Leilani Leatherby, Jamie Bonetta, Brodie Fox, Richmond Houston Howell. Aroa Turnbull, Weir Trophy, Women's Surfing. Leilani Leatherby, most improved in Senior A netball. In absentia, Jamie Wineta, Tamatea Cup, most distinguished netballer. Brodie Fox, Hislop Trophy, most promising player, first 15 rugby. Richmond Houston Howell, Clive Burkett Trophy, outstanding commitment to boys hockey. Osborne Cup, most outstanding swimmer. I get Liam Kidd, Cameron Cornell, Miriama Roach and Thomas McLean. Liam Kidd, DeBeek Trophy, Best Defensive Basketballer. Cameron Cornell, Calvert Trophy, Most Valuable Boy Basketballer. Miriama Roach, contribution to Senior A netball. Thomas McLean, CRFC, Bernie and Margaret Fleming Cup, Best Team Member, First 15 Rugby. Right, let's get Chantal Green, Chantal Brophy, Madeline Symes, Ella Bright and Ashnell Reddy. Chantal Green, Girls Rugby Player of the Year. Chantal Brophy, OHS Basketball Langton Family Trophy, Most Dedicated Team Player. Madeline Symes, AFA Hockey Trophy, all-round contribution to girls hockey. Ella Bright, Paula Dimmock Cup, contribution to girls soccer, OHS Basketball Langton Family Trophy, most dedicated team player. In absentia, Ashnell Reddy, OAFC Trophy, most outstanding player in soccer. Well done to all this year's Sports Awards winners.
Thank you, Mr. Hughes and Mr. Skinner, and congratulations to all those winners. Due to COVID restrictions, we were unable to have a live speaker with us today. Instead, please direct your attention to the screen for a video message from Mātua Rongonui. Sorry, to Mehe Rongonui.
te tau, haere atu rā, moi mai rā. A kāti, apiti hono tātai ono, te unga mate ki te unga mate. Apiti hono tātai ono, te unga ora ki te unga ora. Ko tātou tēnei, te uitai nei. T.A. Mauri ora. Alright, so kia koutou e mātakitaki maira. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Tūmere Mauri ora Tūauau Hoi a Rongonui. Waimari e Keo, I'm lucky to be the son of Rangiroa Rongonui, who you would know as your awesome Māori teacher. And of course, the son of Kataraina Rongonui, who is also another awesome teacher at your kura. So, e kore e mutungami iki a rāua, nā rāua I tono mai, nā rāua I wakato te kākano, kia puta mai ai tēnei e kōrero ake nei kia koutou. So they are the reason I'm here today. So I'm very thankful to them, and this is just a very special shout out to Mum and Dad, Mum and Papa, kia ora kōrua. And of course, to you students who are about to embark on your journey of life, and to all the teachers, thank you guys for putting in the hard yards to support our up-and-coming generation. So I will try and make this very quick. I was once in your shoes at Opunake High School. Man, it was well over 20 years ago. I know it doesn't look like it. I keep my skin nice and smooth. I use oil of Ulay. Anyway, so I was once in your shoes, and I'm basically going to try and give you one simple tip, okay, before you embark on your journey, into life, getting jobs, following your dreams. And my one simple tip is this. E a te mea nui o te ao. Māku e ki atu, e tangata, e tangata, e tangata. Koina. So, for those who don't understand what I just said, the most important, and that is a Māori okatoki, that my father and mother taught me growing up, and all of our whanau, and it's within our culture. It's a very famous saying, which means, what's the most important thing on earth? It is people. Okay, so here's my tip. I myself, I've been in television and broadcasting, television, radio, media, broadcasting for almost 20 years. Okay, almost 20 years. Been on What Now? You might even remember me maybe from television shows such as What Now, the kids' TV show. You probably were still in nappies when you were watching me on that TV show. And TV1, TV2, Māori television, C4, back then, 4 Live, Channel 4. I've worked in, a lot of different areas in the media, and I've run my own business. I've made over $1 million a year. I've been able to achieve these pretty awesome things when you look at it, coming from a small place like ours, Opunake. Back then I had no shoes. I didn't even have shoes when I showed up to my first television job. I showed up here in Christchurch when I was 16. Jason Gunn looked at me and was like, "We're going shopping." That's the first thing he said to me. I was 16. And that's because I showed up, I had no shoes, I had shorts, a singlet, and my guitar, and that was it. But I was able to come from, a small town such as ours, Opunake, and achieve some pretty amazing things. And I'll tell you why I was able to achieve these amazing things. At the time, I didn't understand why. I was just doing stuff, figuring it out as I went. But it is all about people. What I realized I did when I look back, throughout my career, is that everywhere I went, I was always looking to make people feel welcome, make people feel happy, entertain people. I'm an entertainer, so I would always try to, brighten their day, make them laugh, make them feel special. And that comes from my mother and father, back to, Rangiroa, Katarona. These two have worked at Opunake High for, over 25 years. Rangiroa especially, Matakui Kia Koe. This man has been absolutely crucial in me learning about people, and he puts people first. He puts people first, others first. That is the key. You want to do well, you want to succeed in life, you want to, make millions of dollars. I'll tell you right now, if you learn to put people first, you learn to love other people, you're going to have no problems. And here's why. Business is not really business, okay? I run my own business for over 10 years. I know what business really is. You know what business really is? Any of you know what business really is? We think it's, making millions of dollars. It's all about making money, making the dollar. Money in the bank account. I can go and buy whatever I want. I can go and buy a car. I can do whatever I can go fly around the world. And guess what? I've done those things, right? Bought expensive cars. Flown all around the world. I've done all the crazy things that you can think of that you would do with money, right? I used to make over $1 million a year. Done those things. But what business really is fixing other people's problems. So that's why I say, if you can learn that business, jobs, it's all about other people. Okay, now here's a key. When you go and you leave high school, you have to try and find a job. You want to try, first of all, you've got to understand that everything you do in life is about serving other people. You will not get away from that. Make yourself valuable to other people. Now, let me give you some examples. Okay, so you want to fix other people's problems. And let's say, I'll start at a smaller scale. There's a guy who he's just got to work, he's really tired, he needs a coffee. That's a problem. You, if you're a coffee maker, can make him a coffee, or if you own a cafe, that is a job. You are fixing a problem, you're waking somebody up, pepping them up for the day, right? So that's a smaller end of the spectrum. Moving up a level, somebody wants to look really good for a date. Well, you make clothes, you make clothing, you sell clothes, they look amazing, you fix the problem, they feel amazing, their date is successful, you've helped a person. In exchange, you get some money, okay? Now let's say, a brother says, I got a toothache, oh my God, my whole face is swelling up, my tooth is passing up. You learn how to fix teeth, you obviously, you become a dentist, you fix a problem, that person is happy. You fix their problem, that person is happy, in exchange you get some money. You get the point, you get what I'm trying to say. And then of course, like at the higher end, you would look at somebody who's a specialist, like a heart surgeon. Somebody has had heart palpitations and now they've had a heart attack, and so you've got to do heart surgery on them, you fix their heart. They're happy, in exchange you get some money. Now, the other thing is that people, you'll get almost more money if you fix emotional problems. And I'll tell you why I know this, because over 10 years I've had a business whereby I've helped people overcome, their weight issues, lose weight, tone up, get healthy, but actually it's their mind and their emotions that, start to get strengthened, and I teach them how to overcome those, stressful areas in their life, be it their emotions or in their mind. It changes their entire life. They're so happy, and in exchange I get some money. And also I feel fulfilled because I'm doing something I'm passionate about, which brings me to my next tip is that, yes, you want to fix people's problems, right? He tangata, it's all about people, help people. But if you could also do something you're passionate about and help people, those two things intersect, that is the sweet spot. Right there. Sweet spot. That's the sweet spot. Okay? Helping people, fixing people's problems, intersecting with something you're passionate about. So basically, find something you're passionate about, make sure that it can fix other people's problems. Done. Now sometimes it can take you years to figure this thing out, okay? So don't think you're going to figure it out overnight. But honestly, grab a pad, make some notes. This is how I figure things out. Make some notes, talk to people. Get your thoughts down on paper so they can see what's going on. Then you'll be able to figure out the trajectory of your life, And the thing is, you've got to start somewhere as well, guys, okay? You're just straight out of high school, man. Like, you're not going to go to the top straight away. Don't be discouraged by that. Be prepared to fail hard as well. I failed big time. I remember I had to pay the government almost $500,000 at one point for tax, and I didn't have it. Failed big time. Gave me so much stress. But guess what? I learned how to make sure my tax is being paid on time. So, that's the key. Fix other people's problems. He tangata, go and help people. And try and do something that you're passionate about. Okay? When you can figure that out, you have cracked it. Alright, so it's not all about the money. It is about, manaki tangata. That is literally, people will pay exorbitant amounts of money to have their problems fixed. And that is the key. And I'm very thankful that aku mātua nā rātou au whakatō tēnei kākano, they taught me, matua rangiro and whaakata raina, they both taught me that's the key, is he tangata, helping others. So anyway, I thought I'd just leave you with a quick waiata. I made this up when I was 16. We were on our way for a trip to Te Tai Rāwhiti, and everybody, we were crammed into this tiny little van. There was like 8 of us because I'm the oldest of 6 kids, okay? And it goes like this. Keep your eyes on the positive, eyes on the positive, eyes on the positive, eyes on the positive. Take a look at my family. We were brought up with no money. Although we see times were hard, we didn't stop living happily. We kept our eyes on the positive, eyes on the positive. Don't stop keeping your eyes on the positive, eyes on the positive. Take a look at my Maori iwi. We were locked up, we couldn't be free. Till the day we're still together. I say you got to keep your eyes on the positive. Alright. E tēnei te mi atu ki a koutou ngā manu. Rere atu ana I tō rātou koanga. You're now about to leave the nest. Kia kaa, kia maia, kia manawa nui, mate atu o koutou e tia ki e manaki. E tēnei te me I hoki atu ki tōku pāpā matua rangiroa. Kei te rere atu ia hoki I tōna koanga. Te mutunga mai o te pai o tōna mai. Te mutunga mai upoko pakaru te karapiu. E tangata ngā kau mahaki. E tangata aro e tangata kua ki te mana me te wairua. A o mātou mātua tīpuna no reira tēnei te mei ki a koe. E te rangatira. Hoi anō, tēnei atu me I atu nei ki a koutou, me I kau atu ana ki a koutou katoa. A te atua koutou e tiaki. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Kia ora hui hui mai tātou katoa. Mauri ora!
Thank you for those words to me. We now have a musical performance by our rock quest group known as Iron Sands.
While Crimson's setting up, I'll introduce us. Like I said earlier, we're Iron Sands. I'm Madeline. I play piano and I'll be singing. It's Johan there, he'll be our bass player. Got Teague on the drums and Crimson behind us on cello. And we performed this at Smoke Free Rock Quest, a music competition. And it's an original song. We didn't place, but we had fun, so yeah.
I thought it would
11 awards to be read by Mr. Barry Skinner and presented by Mrs. Rachel Taylor.
It's my honour to read the Year 11 Academic Awards. First up, we have Taylor Horu, High Achievement in Music, Diligence in Digital Technology, Graphics and Mathematics, that's an abstention. Nicholas Wright, also an abstention. L.A. Alexander Trust Award, Year 11 Honours in Agriculture, Diligence in English, Mathematics, Recreation and Science. Brianna Chatterton Lee's an abstention, Diligence in Art with Photography. We have Joe Edwards, Steelwire Plus Award, Academic Honours in Engineering. Jordan Herbert, Diligence in Music. And Ethan Jensen, High Achievement in Engineering. Abstention, Katie Glasson, Diligence in Mathematics. Caden Marsh, Academic Honours in Recreation, Diligence in Geography and Mathematics. Charlie Redditch, Academic Honours in Digital Education, History, Diligence in English and Mathematics. Jordan Smith, Morris Toolshed Award for Academic Honours in Design, Technology, Construction, Diligence in Engineering. Daniel Brooke, High Achievement in Art with Photography. And Marley Campbell, High Achievement in Graphics, Diligence and Science. Grace Fowler, National Art Supplies Award for Academic Honours in Art with Painting, High Achievement in History, Diligence in English and Mathematics. Joshua Henare Large, Diligence in Design, Technology and Construction. Renisha Henry, Diligence in Hospitality. Jasmine Leatherby, Diligence in English and Music. Harrison Martins, High Achievement in Engineering. Millie Moss, Diligence in Mathematics, Year 12 Art with Photography. Charlie Rankin, High Achievement in Geography. And abstention, Caitlin Shingleton, Diligence in Graphics. Bethany Cook, Academic Honours in Geography, High Achievement in Health, Mathematics and PE, Diligence in Science. Jaden Forsyth, the Morris Toolshed Award at Opunake High School Cup Honours in Tiny Homes, OMV Award Academic Honours in Year 13 Engineering, High Achievement in Agriculture, Year 12 Design and Technology. Harry Gibson, High Achievement in Physical Education, Year 12 Mathematics, Diligence and Science. And in abstention, Caitlin Padden, High Achievement in History, Diligence and English. Jared Scott, in abstention, High Achievement in Art with Painting, Diligence and Music. Jari Summerfield, high achievement in physical education, diligence in mathematics and science. Georgia Symes, Morgan Family Trophy, academic honours in Year 12 Geography, academic honours in health, physical education and science, high achievement in English, Year 12 mathematics, diligence in Year 12 geography. Deacon Wasley, in absentia, diligence in hospitality. Christian Abad, high achievement in recreation. Anna Bright, academic honours in recreation, diligence in physical education. Brophy, high achievement in English, diligence in mathematics. Jordan Churchill, high achievement in mathematics, music, Year 12 painting, diligence in English. Jordan Farquhar, high achievement in hospitality. Holly Gasson, academic honours in English, graphics, Year 12 biology, Year 12 mathematics, high achievement in Year 12 chemistry, diligence in physical education. Nicole George, academic honours in hospitality, diligence in art with painting. And Ella Griggs, high achievement in health. Spencer Hurley, high achievement in digital technology. Charlotte Manley, high achievement in hospitality, diligence in health. Teague Mullen, Dingle Family Trophy, academic honours in music. Stephen Saunders, in absentia, diligence in agriculture and recreation. And Aroha Turnbull, diligence in history.
Congratulations to all those winners. Next up we have our Art and Culture Awards to be read by Matua Rangiroa Ronganui and presented by Mrs. Andrea Dingle.
Tēnā koutou katoa. I'm blessed to be announcing these awards for art and culture. I won't be as long as my son. They say that the kumara does not talk about how sweet it is. It leaves it up to somebody else to say how sweet it is. I just thought I'd say that. I felt a little embarrassed, by my son giving me a big shout out like that. So, again, mine and Mrs. Dingle's pleasure to announce these awards. Could the following recipients please come to the stage? Lexi McQuaig, Elise Dixon, and Madeline Symes. The Christine CPS Trophy for Senior Public Speaking, Lexi McQuaig. The Opunake High School Prize, Excellence in Year 13, English Critical Thinking, Elise Dixon. The Joy Williamson Cup for music, Madeline Symes. We'll make it back. Could these people please come to the stage? Keisha Craig and Jaslyn Marsh, Thomas Tito Green, Marama Mohi, Pai Taylor Paul. The Talia Marie Partene Memorial Trophy, Female Leadership of Te Hau Moana, shared by Keisha Craig and Jaslyn Marsh. The Te Rātahi Taonga, Kai Tātaki Tāne Māori Male Leadership in Kapahaka, Thomas Tito Green. Te Hau Moana Taonga, Kapahaka Leadership goes to Marama Muhi. And the Te Wiwia Trophy, Manukōrero Speech Competition, Senior English, to Pai Taylor Ho. Smith, Jaslyn Marsh, and Dinah Simmons. The recipient of the Egmont Community Arts Council Performing Arts goes to Johann Gutenberg Smith. The Egmont Community Arts Council Music Composition and the Egmont Community Arts Council Cultural Arts goes to Jaslyn Marsh. The Egmont Community Arts Council Visual Arts, the Egmont Community Arts Council Arts and Culture Supreme Award goes to Dinah Simmons. And that, ladies and gentlemen, ends the Art and Cultural Art Awards. Kia ora tātou.
Thank you, Mātua and Mrs. Dingle, and congratulations to all those art and culture winners. Next up, we have Head Boy and Head Girl speech. Could we please have Madeline Symes and Chantal Brophy to the stage?
Kia ora koutou and welcome friends, whanau, community, staff, and of course my class of 2021. I feel so honoured to have the privilege to be here speaking to you today. I stand here with a very heavy heart, with the realisation of leaving Opunake High School beginning to kick in for me. I thought I'd never leave this place. The last day of my high school career feeling too far in the distant future for me to ever reach. Well, the day is finally here, no matter how much I tried to avoid it, and I'm met with many conflicting emotions. While writing this speech, I hesitated for a long time, leaving it last minute as I always tend to do. This procrastination reflects most of my schooling, really. I sat staring at the same empty page for days, struggling to find the right words to say, getting encouraged by Pero to get the speech done. But how can I sum up all my experiences at Opunake High into one speech? There are too many people I need to thank, too many memories I need to reminisce. I know I'm bound to leave something out, but I shall try my best. To the parents and community watching through a screen because they weren't allowed to be with us today, or to the people sitting below me, tired and restless, not wanting to sit and listen to another boring speech, sit back and relax. I'll try my best to keep it as entertaining as possible. It all began for me in my class of 2021 nearly 5 years ago. I remember it like it was just yesterday. A scrawny little Madeline stepped a foot onto the Opunake High School grounds for the first time, and the school was never the same again. I had my hair up in a high pony, braces, and an extremely nervous smile. Being welcomed in with a porphyry, I remember standing next to Ella Bright, who just so happened to be far taller than me and seemed to have all the confidence in the world. This made Year 9 Madeline even more nervous. There were so many new faces, and they all seemed like they already had their lives sorted out. Now looking back, I realised we were all in the same boat, apprehensive about our high school experiences that awaits us. My mighty Year 9 class 9P was easily considered the trickiest class to grace the school in many years. Just ask Mr. Cook. We regularly reminisce on many interesting characters and experiences we had that year. It was easily the funniest group of people in one class I've ever been a part of, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Now fast forwarding to Year 10, that was an interesting time. This is when your year group decides that you're the best in the school. You've already been through the rookie year, and now you're wise and roam through the school like you're the boss. I can assure you that this is indeed not the case. It's really just the calm before the NCA storm, so to all the Year 10s in the audience right now, enjoy your freedom while it lasts. One of the main memories that come to mind when I think of my Year 9 and 10 years was the school camps. I think Pero and I share similar anecdotes of camp experiences at Taupo. There definitely must have been something in that Taupo water. In Year 9, I managed to create a rather traumatic experience that has made me mildly scared of biking ever since. Mrs. Dingle thought it would be a great idea for the whole of the group to go mountain biking on the Hooker Falls track. Now, on paper, that seems like a magnificent idea. What could go wrong, right? Well, that's where I come in. My beautiful uncoordination was not taken into account, and I was trusted to be at the back of the pack, almost entirely unsupervised. I, to this day, cannot tell you what happened that led me to go under the railing of a bridge, falling a good couple of metres into blackberry rocks while still on my bike. I would like to formally apologise to Mr. Clement, who so graciously helped me out of the mess I'd put myself in, as I didn't assist him one bit, instead just laughing at myself for managing to get into this situation. After that debacle, the teachers were scared to have me on a bike ever again, so naturally I decided that it would be a great idea to go on the same biking camp in Year 10 as a means of redemption. This, in fact, didn't happen whatsoever, with me managing to injure myself the day before leaving for camp, and spent the entirety of it in a moon boot. I now know that I can't even trust myself walking in a straight line, and the amount of injuries I've sustained in my 5 years here is a testament to that. A huge thanks to Mrs. Dingle and Mr. Clement for dealing with me in my slightly delirious, injured state. You really didn't get paid enough for dealing with me on that camp. Now, Year 11. The year when all students get to meet the life-sucking being that is NCEA. Now, I wish I was being dramatic about this, exaggerating the schooling experience that thousands have been through before, but this is truly no lie. The only reprieve from this pain is the teachers that keep it bearable and entertaining every day. This was the year when I truly built a great relationship with all my teachers. I can say with full certainty that one of the many things that makes this school stand out from the rest is our teachers. I've had a pleasant interaction with each and every one of the faculty at our kura, and without your commitment to the tamariki of this school, none of us would be up on this stage receiving awards today. My Year 11 teachers were an interesting bunch. I had Mr. Hill for PE, giving us a lecture filled with many life lessons, or him laughing not so discreetly at my low level of coordination in every sport we played. I had lovely Mrs. Thompson in maths class, leaving us with Mr. Eddie every second Friday, which led to classical music playing through the classroom and overly competitive bingo games. I had Miss Ryan for science, making me excited for my lesson with not only the science being taught, but getting to hear about her grandchild, her dogs, and her love for Pokemon Go. She continues to talk about these subjects in my Year 13 bio class to this day, because we all genuinely love hearing her talk about things she is so passionate about. And it showcases the values of strong relationships between students and teachers being vital for successful learning. Good old Muzzle Weir took me for geography and managed to provide us with a dad joke every lesson, even if the same joke was heard many times before. He now says hi to me every morning when I hop on the bus, regardless of my sleepy state, with him now being my bus driver. Mrs. Dingle was stuck with me for not only 1 but 2 classes, with me gracing her pleasant presence in English and music. I'm sure my presence in both of these classes warranted a few extra grey hairs, with my constant piano playing and singing she had to listen to. She's probably been one of my largest influences at this school for me, with her never-ending encouragement in my musical endeavours, pushing me to go out of my comfort zone and perform even when there is a heavy protest from me. She makes sure to always remind me to smile when I'm performing instead of look like I want to run away. Mrs. Dingle has been a confidant when I give my daily rants, and my continuation of music throughout my high school career is largely thanks to her. Not only do I have my Year 11 teachers to thank, but also my Year 12 and 13 teachers. To Ms. Debrasini, who has embodied what a hard-working teacher looks like, always giving me encouragement in my English. Although I never really followed the framework, and probably never will, you've always found ways to help me out whenever I could. You constantly push me, and I will forever be in your gratitude, as I definitely didn't act like an excellent student a lot of the time, leaving my work as long as possible. Mr. Blakestock, my chemistry teacher. He will be the most interesting man you'll ever meet. You'll never see someone as passionate but casual about chemistry as Mr. Blakestock in your life. We managed to smoke out the whole class with a dangerous expired chemical, and he was unfazed, simply chucking it outside like it was nothing, and the amount of times I've seen him grab at fire without a sweat scares me. The many messy excursions we have taken during my time at this school were some of the funniest school trips I have ever attended. Mr. Blakestock driving over an empty pedestrian crossing, gassing over a speed bump, was probably one of the highlights for me. I still couldn't tell you if he thought it was a road or not, because he simply said, "I do not care," which I think are some great words to live by. He would frequently ask me and my classmates, "Are you on drugs?" or "Do you want the bash?" Kidding, of course. When I couldn't tell you how to identify the difference between an aldehyde and a ketone. I can proudly say that I can now do that, so thanks to your guidance, Mr. Blakestock. Go mighty cuddle, the mean green bean machine. Mr. Vanicki takes me for physics, and we have provided the poor man with far too much pain. My bag has been flipped inside out too many times to count, and the number of meter rulers the boys have broken by using them as lightsabers is far too many to be proud of. I used to be a mediator a lot of the time. If Joe was playing around with Richie, he was made to sit next to me as a punishment, and I had to encourage him to do work. But unfortunately, I was never very helpful at getting any of the boys to do work. Van is receiving the biggest shock I've ever seen in 13 physics when we overcharged a capacitor on accident. I'm proud to say that our class has scarred him from electricity for a long time now, so sorry for that, Mr. Vanicki. Without all these teachers, my high school experience wouldn't have been as great as it was, and I'll walk away proudly knowing that I'm part of such great classes, led by the best teachers in the world. All of you have impacted my life greatly and made me passionate and excited to attend school every day. I hope all of the students below me get to have the many great experiences with you as all my classmates and I have had over these 5 years. Year 12. Now this is when the fun truly begins. Ask any student or teacher and they'll say that without a doubt that Year 12 is the hardest year you experience while being at high school. A year full of stressing over assessments and the gate of new responsibilities, I couldn't think of anything better. The idea of being prefect starts to get tossed around. I always knew I wanted to be a prefect, but the idea of being head girl wasn't even an option for me at the time. I was adamant over the entire year that I wasn't going to go for the position, deciding I had too much on my plate already after heading into Year 13. I truly didn't think I had the right stuff to be a head girl either. I couldn't think of anything worse than speaking in front of a large group of people, as I am now. After heavy encouragement from Pero and getting an interview for head girl, I decided to go for it. The role has certainly had its ups and downs, but I would say overall that I don't regret the decision one bit. The confidence I have gained in this role has made me be able to speak in front of you today willingly, albeit me shaking the entire time. If I can face my fears, then so can you. The role wouldn't have been worth it had it not been for the prefect team behind me. You have been the best people to work with, and I have made great friends with all of you. I think we make a pretty great team. I will always rejoice about the prefect trip we took earlier in the year, before COVID put a dampener on many of our Year 13 plans. Not only did we build strong relationships with each other, we learned that Mr. Watt is a little speedster and not the best at mini-putt. But to be fair to him, I wasn't the best partner. I am thankful to all of you for making Pero's and I's jobs so easy this year, and I couldn't think of a better team to lead with. I think the prefect team next year have some pretty big shoes to fill. Now, the infamous Year 13 year. This is it. The class of 2021, we've made it to the end. The year where we can wear mufti, chill in the common room, and are at the top of the school's food chain. Although the end of our schooling together is a sad one, there are too many good memories to remember of this year. The joys of sharing my great lack of fashion sense every day to all of you. Hearing Waddy give us lectures every chance he got and giving us 1 million emails a day. I will never forget all the different ways we managed to turn the couches in the common room into a throne or a bed, or our impressive collection of energy drinks that are lined up along the window. Although this is a year we have to start growing up, start heading out into the adult world, I don't think any of us really got the memo. But once you all get to see how hard study link is to set up, you'll understand why we would like to avoid it. The friends I've gained of this year group are endless, and later on in life, when I see you outside of school, we can think back on the good times that we had this year and our whole 5 years at this school. This year, we've faced many hardships. COVID decided to grace us with its presence once again. I think we deserve a pat on the back for all of us continuing on and making this the best year we could. For me personally, I've really struggled with my health this year, and it's put a dampener on a lot of the things I wanted to achieve this year. It has taken me a whole year to finally feel like myself again, and I'm grateful to be leaving 2021 a lot healthier than how I started it. A big thanks must be extended to all my friends, family and teachers that had to put up with me and supported me while I wasn't in the greatest of spirits most days. There is a long list of people I would like to personally thank for dealing with me for all these years. Firstly, and possibly most importantly, to Miss E, my school mum. I would just like to say how comforting seeing you every morning for 5 years was. You were always so supportive of me, even when I would make dumb decisions and put too much on my plate. You taught me it is okay to say no sometimes, and I need to remember that advice more often. You always somehow could tell if I was having a bad day. Let's just call it motherly instinct. Your constant love towards me and my whole whanau class, like we were your own children, made us all feel very special. I'm going to miss the daily lectures you give us because we really needed to hear it. To Mrs. Hooper, you're the most inspiring, funny woman I've ever had the pleasure to meet. You're always so helpful and supportive to Pero and I and the whole prefect team, leading us in the entire school this year with humour and grace, which was truly a dire breath of fresh air. Keep being the gracious leader you are. I know with you as principal, the school couldn't be in more capable hands, and thank you so much for being a lovely support person for me this year. To young Waddy. I know I gave you cheek sometimes, but you always gave it back. A wise man who was a guiding hand for me and the entirety of the Year 13s. As our dean, you kept us on the straight and narrow, even when we weren't the easiest group to handle. You'd been a strong push for all of us to excel in our futures, making sure we are all set up with a job or means of education next year. I hope we didn't give you any new grey hairs, and with any luck, your hip will be good enough to face my sister in tennis again. And beat it this time, of course. I'll be cheering you on from down at Otago. To Pero. I couldn't think of a better person to lead with, even if we fought more than we agreed sometimes. I know we annoyed each other constantly, which isn't new for us, but I think we make a pretty good team. Thank you for always taking the speaking roles that I pushed onto you when I didn't want to talk, but you just do the job so much better than me. To Mum and Dad and Nana and Granddad at home. It's weird to look at and not see you out in the audience today. You've supported me for every prize giving of my life. And the most important one, you can't be here for me, which is unfortunately out of your control. Thank you for being the best parents and grandparents in the world. You're always so proud of me, even for being when I do nothing at all. You're always pushing me to be my best, and I wouldn't be up here if it wasn't for your constant encouragement to go for every opportunity. I hope you guys won't miss me too much when I fly away from the nest down to Otago. To Lloyd Morgan and my coach, my second dad. This poor man has had to endure coaching me for 5 years now, which is not an easy task. I'm not sure if knowing me since I was little made it easier or harder for him to coach me. Thank you for dealing with me doing the complete opposite of what you told me to do 5 minutes earlier. But I promise some things did stick. It just took 5 years. Now you just have to deal with my sister for the next 2 years on your own, so good luck with that. Finally, to all my friends and the class of 2021. I've said enough cliche things in this speech, so you all know who you are, and I thank you for making my years at Opunake High School the best year of my life. We are all going our separate ways next year, but I hope we can stay in contact. I know you guys will miss me too much otherwise. If I missed anyone and I needed to thank, just know that you've all made a difference in my life. I've been thinking about how I should end my speech with some words of wisdom that I'd like to impart on the students sitting below me. Then I remembered that I'm not really that wise, so I'll just tell you the basics that I learned. Don't leave your assessments last minute. Doing the assessments at 2 AM are really not worth it. Play a sport, even if you're not the best at it. It's great to have something to do outside of school, and you gain really good friends from it. Always ask teachers for help, even if you think you can do it on your own like I always did. They literally get paid to help us, so use them. Be yourself always. Look at me. I'm a total idiot 90% of the time, but now I'm an idiot with a microphone, telling you not to change just because you think you need to. Bet against Waddy, you could get a milkshake out of it. Don't shock the science teacher and laugh at him because of it. Or let Mrs. Hooper in a manual car. She may stall it. Sorry about that. If you see Mr. Blackstock driving, get the heck out of the way. Don't sleep in the common room unless you want to get sabotaged, and make sure you don't put metal in the common room microwave. I could go on for days about all the life lessons the school has taught me, but these are some of the important ones I like to live by. And just like that, the days of me as a student at Opunake High School draws to a close. I'm finally free. I head down to Otago University next year to study health science first year, and hopefully venture into medicine the year after. I can say wholeheartedly that I'm a completely different person from when I first walked through these doors nearly 5 years ago now. From a short, little Year 9 Madeline to a slightly less short and slightly less nervous Year 13 me. This kiddo has done what it aims to do, growing good people for a rapidly changing world. Every single one of us leaving Opunake High today are great people with great futures ahead of them. One day, Ty could be pulling you over for speeding, with the mullet still intact. Jaden could be building your house and Ross doing the electrical for you. Joe could be making rockets, and I could tell you whether that cold is really a cold. Today my days as a high schooler are officially over. But for most of you, you still have years to go. Enjoy your time here. I know I certainly have. I would like to leave you now with the words that were told to me every PE lesson by the ever so wise Angelo Hill. Ka kitea popo, don't drink and drive. Thank you.
Just get my distance so I'm not yelling to the mic. Te kura tuarua o Opunake. Standing in front of you all today is not only an honour, but a great privilege. Today, we are saddened by the absence of our family and the broader community as they do not get to share the room with us on this day of joy and celebration. But would Auntie Jacinda have it any other way? I don't think so. It is almost fitting as today fully encapsulates the array of challenges that we have faced. So as I reflect on the past years we have experienced, I hope to offer you a note of hope for the years to come. And to those watching online or reading this later in the yearbook, I ask you to join us in reminiscing about some of my favourite memories. He aha, te mea nui, o te ao. He tangata, he tangata, he tangata. This may be the most overused whakatauki, but still one of tremendous weight. The people are the most critical asset of a kura, and we sure have some amazing tangata. I feel that it is essential for me to pay homage to those who continue to assist our young people in their journey through high school. Join me in celebrating our extraordinary people, the partnerships we have formed, and all that is our excellent place of education, Opunake High School. Starting right from the get-go, we have junior school. Anyone at school in 2017 knew Class 9U was the place to be, and it sure was a quick welcome to school here. Whether that be laughing about genitalia and junior health, or it was Joe Gibson's gang and their running with the law. Sorry, fella. There sure was no shortage of entertainment to nurture my ability for ultimate procrastination. I think my most favoured memory was our 50-kilometre bike ride at the Taupo Junior Camp. Being a keen rider at the time, I thought it was going to be easy, and believe it or not, I was kind of skinny back then. As I pedalled up the hill back to camp after 49 kilometres, I was struck with the most horrendous pain imaginable at the time. I had huge cramps in both quadriceps. Now, it was at this point Mr. Hooper burst into laughter at my crippling walk, which sure enraged a young Pero. I wasn't exactly in a forgiving mood at this point, so I stared right into Hoops' eyes and said something not at all appropriate for a head boy speech, so I'll leave that up to your imagination. Now, me and Mr. Hooper have been on many a tramps, if I can find it, many tramps, but I've never formally apologised for my outburst. For that, Mr. Hooper, I am sorry. To the teachers and parents who are organising and helping with school trips or camps, the class of 2021 thanks you. You've given us unique experiences and trips we certainly won't forget, even through the letdowns of our global pandemic. Firstly, I'd like to thank the Maths Department. This faculty has been deeply involved in my development as a young man, and as they decided to jump me and my buddy Joe to Year 11 Maths a year early. Mrs. Hart, although I may never remember how to differentiate a natural logarithm or my quotient rule, all of your algebra students will remember the lengths you went to help us achieve. All the extra time you dedicated on the weekends is greatly appreciated, even if it meant we had to be a practice dummy for your son Andrew's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm sure our calculus class will laugh about the dressing gown debacle and the drumstick incident for years to come, and we'll continue to work on our hangman skills for the final rematch. My teacher for statistics was Mr. Edwards, and I seemed to do alright in that subject. You can tell how much Eddie enjoyed having me and Joe in his class though. Anytime we tried to get out of class, we were met with open arms. It was, and I quote, sweet as, just as long as you take the other clown with you. Eddie, you dealt with a couple of clowns in a perfect manner. You managed to push us academically whilst also being able to converse and relate on a personal level. I hope you carry this on with our young learners as it promotes our school's positive learning environment. Next up has to be English. Definitely not a favourite subject of the male gender. Mr. Brasini, over the 2 years you've allowed me to explore my opinions on different global issues and develop a writing style that I'll use for my further education. If not for your constant feedback, willingness to help and a little bit of subtle encouragement, I'm not sure I would have done as well as I have in your class this year. I believe I've developed as a person and a young thinking man over the time in your class. I really appreciate you pushing me this year, so thank you. To our jack of all trades PE teacher, Mr. Hughes. You're a teacher, part-time sports coordinator, part-time dean, but nothing short of a full-time legend. It's fair to say that we've interacted a lot over the years through sport and school. Our time has even extended to you bringing me into your cricket team for a match which was sure a time to remember, for the other team anyway. Where are you? There you are. Alright, I was once quoted saying that if I were to be a teacher, I'd want to be Hughesy. Your down-to-earth, relatable nature, I think, is what allowed us to get on so well. Thank you for being able to always have a joke and giving one back. To the big old grump in your room 11, the big fella. You've coached me for basketball and you've taken us all on many extracurricular trips. You've managed to navigate 5 difficult years of having a year group in your classes. You've spent the time getting to know everyone you've dealt with, and I believe I'm a better man through our many interactions. We've had many different experiences together, ranging from the latest NBA news to watching you whinge about how the Ravens don't actually know how to play football. Through the heated debates and the difficult discussions, you are one of the teachers who truly know me as I am. Thank you, Mr. Hill, for your time, your slightly limited patience, and your expertise in all things sport. I will long consider you a mentor and hold the lessons you taught me for years to come. To the educators of science, I applaud you for your efforts teaching the class of 2021, as it is no easy feat. I have many fond memories in these classes, but as shown by my results, maybe I spent a little bit too much time making memories and not enough time actually doing my work. We've seen it all in the sciences here at Opunake. We've seen singed eyebrows from the gas bubble experiments. We've experienced what happens when Blackstock doesn't realise those chemicals were actually expired. And we have had some memorable moments of excellent driving and parking by Blackstock on our annual trip to Massey. But by far, my favourite memory is myself and Josh Kruger channeling our inner Star Wars. Our play on Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi was a fantastic rendition of Revenge of the Sith. All Banners could do was sit back and enjoy the show. But through all the ruler battles or hours spent off task on Clash of Clans, you guys never gave up on us. So when we outgrow Star Wars and stupid phone games, we will look back on these classes with pride, knowing we had some amazing tutors, so thank you. There are also a few people that I'd like to acknowledge from school. They may not have taught me in class, but have hugely affected me throughout my schooling journey. First, to my basketball coaches. You have all been significant contributors to the constant success of our school's basketball program, and continue to inspire excellence. To my final mentor, Ms. Ingebretson, thank you for being so welcoming, even when you already had a class of 20 plus kids. I admire your ability to listen to us rant about how life is so unfair, or how our lack of motivation is definitely not our own fault. You've been the voice of reason of our year and pushed us to achieve some great results. To Mr. Bedford, thank you for being the motor behind many of our projects this year. Without you, I don't think Madeline or myself would have gotten anything over the line. You're the man. To the wonderfully witty Watty, our wise old monk. Our Year 13s do not only appreciate the gambling of milkshakes, but the work you do for us in our final year. The avenues you and your department open for us are plentiful and allow us to chase our goals in the employment or educative fields. So thank you. To our Board of Trustees, Lloyd, Megan, Andy, Stephanie, Grigsy, Matua, John, Fire Robbie, and of course, Mr. Brophy. You've taken me under your wing and supplied me with an environment that nurtured my learning in the corporate world. To Liz, our presiding member. You constantly put the needs of our rangatahi above your own and commit so much of your own time to the betterment of our school. I greatly appreciate your mentoring personally and helping develop my own individual skill set as a young person. I've enjoyed every moment of our time together on the board and as a neighbour, and looking forward to seeing where you take our kura next. Thank you for accepting me as a part of your team and allowing me to contribute to our kura in a meaningful way. Mrs. Hooper, our principal. I once pondered the question of what my legacy would be here at school. What was something I did that made a difference? I wholeheartedly believe that you are that difference. As student representative on the board, leaving the school, knowing I had a hand in electing you our principal is a fantastic feeling. As we all know, you are the beating heart of this school. Your passion, energy, drive, and natural charisma are infectious, and you embody the community of Opunake and its love for their high school. You're a larger-than-life personality and someone all of our students look up to as a leader. I leave knowing that our school is in the most competent hands, and that gives me a tremendous amount of pride in our kura, so thank you. Madeline, thank you for being such a great partner to lead with. You have often tested my patience over the last 5 years, but there wasn't anyone else I would rather have up here leading with me. To our Year 13 class of 2021, congratulations. We have now completed a full 5-year term at high school. We've been tested through COVID-19, but I admire your perseverance. To stick it out, where did you go? To stick it out and survive these last 2 years. As we part ways, headed in different directions, we are forever bonded by the fact that we have graduated, being alumni of such an excellent school. I understand that this speech has been about my personal experiences, but I feel this best encapsulates the school. The most important thing about our small schools are the relationships formed. Whether it be with teachers, students, or our community, we create long-lasting bonds. Carry these on, reconnect with past teachers and friends, because they often say, it's not what you know, but who you know. I believe now is the time that I'm to leave you with some words of wisdom. With that, I ask you, ko wai koe? Who are you? I believe above all else that is the most essential question. It covers all morals and moments in time. If you continually ask yourself this, you will achieve well. Know what makes you tick, what you enjoy, and the things you absolutely despise. What beliefs do you hold true, and what is important to you as you travel through life? This can help you find your own passions and ultimately lead to lots of success. Today, our top students will be recognised for academic excellence and sporting success. To those of you today who do not get to share the stage, be proud. We often lose track of those students who battle just to turn up to school every day. Find solace in the fact that you are on your own journey, and share the things that you have done this year that you are proud of with your family and friends. Do not be defined by recognition from others, but by the fruition of your own positive action. So on that note, it is now the end of my time here as your head boy. It has been an honour to serve this school, its remarkable students and stellar staff. After 5 years of high school, I move on to the next step in my schooling journey, knowing I have no regrets about my attendance at a smaller school. As I head to Waikato University, pursuing a degree in business management studies, I am fully prepared for the time ahead. Exposure to such a wide array of experiences, I have built the skills to prepare myself for tertiary education properly. As I move on, I feel it is imperative to acknowledge those who have given their time and mentorship to me and the whole of our class. And as I look around at my fellow classmates, our statement is true. Opunake High School has grown some extraordinary people for our rapidly changing world. Ngā mihi nui ki a koutou, your head boy, P.
Thank you, Madeline and Perry, for your words. It has been a privilege to be led by you this year. Could we please have Iron Sands back for another musical performance?
You guys are going to get sick of me, jeez. So this is our second song, Reptiles. We also performed it at Rock Quest. In my mind, just a
Sands. Next up, we have our Year 12 Academic Awards, read by Mr. David Hughes and presented by Mrs. Chantal Brophy.
It is my pleasure to announce the Year 12 Academic Award. Kyron Brewer, Diligence and Tiny Homes Project. Keisha Craig, Dingle Family Trophy, Year 12 Honours in Music, Academic Honours in Te Reo Māori, High Achievement in English. Cameron Hoddle, Diligence in Gateway, Mathematics. In absentia, DJ Hurunui, Academic Honours in Year 13 Māori Performing Arts, Diligence in Year 13 Te Reo Māori. Marama Moi, Academic Honours in Māori Performing Arts, Diligence in Te Reo Māori. Cherish Robinson Green, Susan Seeger Cup, Year 12 Honours in Agricultural Science, High Achievement in Hospitality, Diligence in Te Reo Māori. Jamie Smith, High Achievement in Outdoor Recreation. Alia Thomas Wakaira, Academic Honours in Te Reo Māori, High Achievement in Computer Studies, Music, Diligence and Wit. Thomas Tito Green, High Achievement in Music, Te Reo Māori, Diligence and English. In absentia, Abby Clark, National Art Supplies Award, Year 12 Honours in Art, Academic Honours in Hospitality, High Achievement in Health, Diligence in Mathematics. Brodie Fox, High Achievement in Tiny Homes Project, Diligence in Engineering. Philippa Gasson, Academic Honours in Graphics, High Achievement in Biology, History, Diligence in English, Mathematics and Painting. Smith, Dingle Family Trophy, Year 13 Honours in Music. Richmond Houston Howe, Diligence in Chemistry. Saffron Kerr Slater, Don Harvey History Award, Year 12 Honours in History, Diligence in Design, English, Graphics. Liam Kidd, High Achievement in Biology, Physical Education, Physics, Diligence in Chemistry, Mathematics with Calculus. Lexi McQuaig, Natalie King Cup, Excellence in Physical Education, Academic Honours in Year 13 Statistics and Modelling, High Achievement in Year 13 English, Diligence in Year 13 Biology, Physics, Excellence Endorsement NCA Level 3. Shaden Patterson, Diligence and Wit. Cameron Quinnell, High Achievement in Physical Education, Diligence in Year 13 Statistics and Modelling. Miriama Roach, Don Harvey History Award, Year 12 Honours in History, Academic Honours in English, Physical Education. Amelia Bracken Dongai, Academic Honours in Health. Renee Elliott, Academic Honours in Outdoor Recreation, Diligence and Physical Education. Thomas McLean, High Achievement in Engineering, Outdoor Recreation. In absentia, Jada Patterson, High Achievement in Agriculture Science. Bella Pivot, Diligence and Physical Education. Nico Raleigh Corrigan, Bay Engineering Award, Academic Honours in Engineering, High Achievement in History, Diligence in Physics. In absentia, Hermione Tamakaha, High Achievement in Practical Art, Diligence in Engineering. Pai Taylor Poe, Diligence in Art with Photography, Music. Troy Vincent, High Achievement in Agricultural Science, Hospitality, Academic Honours in Outdoor Recreation. Willow White, Diligence in Music. Kyla Coleman, Academic Honours in Gateway, High Achievement in English, Printmaking, Diligence in Mathematics, top of Level 2 Agricultural WIT Academy. Liam Doherty, Morris Toolshed, New Plymouth Honours in Design Technology, High Achievement in Outdoor Recreation, Tiny Homes, Diligence in Agricultural Science. Kate Forsyth, Academic Honours in Chemistry, Year 13 Physics, Diligence in English, Year 13 Mathematics with Calculus. Jason Holmes, High Achievement in Year 13 Agricultural Science, Diligence in Practical Art. Tale Mehana Eve, Diligence in Music. Olivia Phillips, Academic Honours in Health, High Achievement in Gateway, Diligence in English, Mathematics, Practical Art, WIT. Jacob Phil, Academic Honours in Hospitality, Computer Studies, Diligence in History. Lauren Simmons, Babu Cup Honours in Science, Academic Honours Physics, Year 13 Biology, Chemistry, History, Mathematics with Calculus. Freddie Turnbull, Diligence in WIT.
Thank you, Mr. Hughes and Mrs. Brophy, and congratulations again to all those recognised. Can we please have Miss Andrea Hooper-Carr to the stage for her Principal's Address, to be followed by the announcement of our Prefects for 2022.
Kei ako rangatira tēnā tātou katoa. Ki o tātou ne mate hare 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 whakaoti atu ki te huinga o te kahorangi. Ka te tēnā no tātou katoa e te hunga ora. Kia ora, Andrew Hooper Carter ingoa. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. I've just got to say before I start this speech, Mr. Skinner just said to me, make it short, cut a load out. So we've had a lot of speeches, you're doing so well in this hall, but I'm going to launch into it and I'm going to go fast. Okay, because I've got to thank a few people here. Working hard is something that we call stress. Working hard for something you're passionate about is called passion. Us at this kura are all about passion, so it's not stressful for us working here because we're so passionate about what we do. This year has been a year of resilience and passion. No, it hasn't. Resilience and courage is the word I'm looking for. I'm trying not to read my speech. So, to have that resilience, we need something called inner strength. Whakapiki mori, inner strength to keep us going. It's never been so important as it has this year. And you all show that and demonstrate that. Yet even in spite of all these barriers, we've managed to do some awesome things. Prefect leadership camp, Puanga celebration, Relay for Life, senior school ball, snow camp, winning the Nucky Cup, winning the McKean Shield, winning the Fuller Cup, girls hockey we won, mixed boys soccer we won, second in girls and boys basketball, second in adventure racing, 2 top places in Ronald Hugh Morrison. That's what we've managed to do this year, even with COVID, even with those challenges. That is awesome. That's what you guys have done. 2021, we've introduced junior school writer essay literacy. We've had a bit of Hillary challenge. We've introduced e-velocity. Our first tiny home is now near completion. Sustainability on our values, plus our hoodies. All things we've managed to introduce. And at the same time, we've got level 1 on track to 90% achievement. Level 2 on track, 90% achievement. Level 3 on track to 86% achievement. That is awesome. All attributed to you. Matawhiri tahi ka whakatoki ana pumanawa a tangata. Together we weave the realisation of our students' potential. To succeed, for you to succeed at this kura, we need collaboration, cooperation and community. And to that end I want to thank a few people. Liz Gasson, behind me. That woman is awesome. I'm going off script. Without her, we wouldn't have lots of money from the ministry, which she's fought tooth and nail for. She's given huge amounts of time, taking time away from her whanau. She will not stop until you get what you deserve. Absolute my role model and my rock, an amazing woman. To our board of trustees that stand behind Liz, again, they've given up phenomenal amounts of time to get us what we deserve and what you deserve. Ngā mihi nui koutou, a huge gratitude to you. To our home and school, they've made money. They've made money through gala nights, through bingo nights. We've got the table tennis tables. We're going to get the skate ramp overhauled. New uniforms. This is all thanks to the home and school and being led by Chantal Brophy. So ngā mihi kua koutou, a huge gratitude to you. Sports teams, all the coaches who come out in those wet and windy days and support you to be the best athletes you can be, taken away from their family. Thank you so much. Ngā mihi kia koutou, a huge gratitude to you. To our staff, teachers, groundsmen, TAs, admin staff, they have you at the heart of everything they do, every decision they make. Ngā mihi kia koutou, a huge gratitude to you. And to you, the students. You've exceeded your own expectations. You don't exceed our expectations because we know that you have so much potential, so we're always aiming high for you. But your own expectations you are exceeding. You've held yourself with mana and resilience and dignity and grace throughout this year when you could have folded under anxiety and the fears that the world is spinning around you. You haven't. You still laugh, you're still young, you're still joyous, and that is awesome. Ngā mihi kia koutou, a huge gratitude to you. And to our community who can't be here today, you've literally cemented our tiny homes. You've supported us in coaching our teams, you've bought our bingo tickets, you've shared our hangi, you've given me a lot of honest support and honest feedback. Some of that honest feedback is very honest, but I still appreciate all of it. And you've made sure our tamariki are here, are loved, are clothed, and you've supported them. Ngā mihi kia koutou, a huge gratitude to you. So with such a committed team, we're on our way to success. Next year we're looking at refreshing the academies. We're looking at changing a bit of the structure of the school day to make it more student-centred. We're going to streamline our timetable a bit, build a couple of new tiny homes, 2 more next year, Mr. Griggs, I hope you're ready for that. We're introducing more outdoor ed courses, sustainability courses, IT courses and business admin. In junior school we've got Aotearoa histories to look forward to and a little bit more push on English and maths because there's a bit of a change coming in NCA. Also, we're going to start the year with the whole school porphyry, so you're all going to be welcomed back together so we can grow that whanangatanga between us all. And also, we're going to look at overnight camps for the year level, so that'll be a great start to the year. So as we wave goodbye to 2021, and as we're going to wave goodbye to these seniors soon, I just want to also draw your attention to Chantal Brophy. So Chantal, if I can have you up here. I'm not going to make you dance or sing, you're all right. So Chantal has been our Pathways assistant for some years now. She's done an awesome job. You've seen her around the Kura. She's always there to help everybody. She supports Mr. Watt in what he needs to do, and trust me, that is a hard job. She has been a wonderful support at our school. We'll still see her around, hopefully in some capacity, so we'd just like to give a little gift to her and give her a round of applause for being so awesome. Someone's stolen the gift. No, they haven't, which is fine. There you go. And now we've broken the gift. Okay. Thank you, Chantal. I hope we've got the other 3 gifts ready. I'd also just like to come up here today. Mr. Hughes, Donna Aitken, I don't know whether Mr. Bedford can leave that live stream. He can't. So Mr. Griggs, can you come up and collect Mr. Bedford's gift on his behalf? These guys have put together Prizegiving for it to run really smoothly, so I'd like to acknowledge all of them. So Donna, if we come up, she hates coming forward, but we're going to bring her forward. You only ever see her from the neck down, so there she is. Thank you so much. Then we have Mr. Griggs being Mr. Bedford. They look quite similar. No, we're not going to that.
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. What do you mean?
Thank you so much for putting together the Prizegiving. Oh, and don't walk off. And finally, Mr. Hughes, who's behind me. And Mr. Hughes has put this all together this year. Usually it's my job, but it's been his job, and it's been absolute smooth sailing until I've got in front of the pipe and it's all gone wrong. So, Mr. Hughes, thank you so much. Thank you. So now to you. Year 13s. This is it. You're gone this afternoon, that's it. You pop back for a few exams, but you're finished. It is with such sweet sorrow that I fare you all goodbye. It's sad because I will miss each and every one of you around this place. I'll miss the energy, the passion, the uniqueness, and the you-ness. However, it is sweet because you take the dreams, values that we've forged in this kura and you take them away with you. Mā te huru huru, ka rere te manu. Adorn the bird with feathers so it may fly. May you all truly fly. I'd like to send you away, Year 13s, with a quote from the inspiring Maya Angelou. I've learned that people will forget what you said. They'll forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. On behalf of all the staff here, you have made us feel inspired, energised, respected. And we hope that we have made you feel loved, supported and cherished. You are our tonga. You are, and always will be, truly treasured. Year 13s. Our prefects for 2022, so I'd like the prefects of 2021 to come forward. Keep moving. Moving through a couple of little ones here. Okay. Awesome, so what we're going to do, I'm going to read out the 2022 prefects. They're in no particular order. This was so hard. We had such amazing nominations. Everyone did wonderful mihis about themselves, and also Year 12 group is just awesome. Students who may not make it today, remember we actually had a few more prefects at the end of term 1 as well. So if you didn't make it today, it's still a journey, it's not the end. So I'd like to invite you up and you walk to the end and you'll be given your prefect badge. Richmond, Hewson Howe. Kyla Coleman. Liam Kidd. Philippa Gasson. Josh Kruger. Lexi McQuaig. Cameron Quinnell. Bella Pivak. Nico Ratahi Corrigan. Miriam Roach. Cherish Robinson. The holding of the applause went out the window there. Leah Sefton Zakan. Thomas Tito Green. And Lauren Simmons. Round of applause for you all. And that is our prefect team for 2022. So that concludes my principal's address. Kia kaha, kia maya, kia mana wanui, tena koutou, tena koutou, tena koutou katoa.
Thank you, Mrs. Hupaka, and well done to those prefects. You certainly have some big shoes to fill next year. Next, we have the Year 13 Academic Awards to be read by Mr. Jeff Watt and presented by Mrs. Liz Gasson.
Gives us both pleasure to hand out these Year 13 Academic Awards for this year. And first up, I'll just get dressed here. Brodie Nelson, in absentia, diligence in work and communication skills. Danielle Bell, diligence in statistics and modelling. Jasmine Clark, diligence in hospitality, work and communication skills. Sydney Horo, high achievement in hospitality, diligence in computer studies. And Storm Rotohiko, diligence in outdoor education. Waimirirangi Thomas Wikera, academic honours in Te Reo Māori, diligence in Māori performing arts. Paige Walker Thomas, high achievement in practical art, diligence in art with photography. Catherine Bracken Dongai, diligence in practical art. Chantal Brophy, diligence in English. Christelle Centino, diligence in art with painting, History, Statistics and Modelling. And Elise Dixon, Academic Honours in Health, High Achievement in English, History, Statistics and Modelling. Joe Gibson, the Arledge Family Cup, Year 13 Honours in Mathematics, High Achievement in Chemistry, Physical Education, Mathematics with Calculus, Physics, Statistics and Modelling. Sinead Heaps, Opunake High School Cup, Academic Honours in Hospitality, Diligence in Music, Statistics and Modelling. Toran Jones, High Achievement in Outdoor Education, Diligence in the Wit Police Academy. Cole Leatherby, Diligence in Music. Jaslyn Marsh, High Achievement in Health, History, Music, Diligence in Statistics and Modelling. Sean Roach, Alan B. Kuriga Cup for Academic Honours in Agricultural Science, Diligence in Gateway and Outdoor Education. And Cameron Redden, Diligence in Art with Photography. Madeline Symes, a Dingle Family Trophy for Academic Honours in Music, High Achievement in English, Diligence in Physics. Glenn Abad, High Achievement in Outdoor Education, Diligence in English, Physical Education, Statistics and Modelling. Ross Bolstead, Diligence in Physical Education. Ella Bright, High Achievement in Health, Physical Education, Diligence in Biology, Statistics and Modelling. And in absentia, Ashnell Reddy, Academic Honours in Outdoor Education, Diligence in Statistics and Modelling. Jane Siciliano, High Achievement in Gateway. And Dinah Simmons, National Art Supplies Award for Academic Honours in Art, Opunake High School Award, Academic Honours in English, Academic Honours in History, High Achievement in Biology, Te Kura Art History.
Congratulations, Year 13s. I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge all those who have taught us and led us along the way over the past 5 years. Next up we have our special awards read by Mr. Jeff Watt and presented by Mrs. Andrea Hooper-Carr. Following this will be our Year 13 farewell led by Mrs. Hooper-Carr also, and karakia by Tyrone Jones to conclude this year's prize giving.
Right, our last lot of awards, students have done very, very well. If I could have, please, to the front of the stage, Madeline Symes, Chantal Brophy, Joe Gibson, please. Mackay Cup, head girl, Madeline Symes. Wolford Cup, head boy, Pero Brophy. Opunake High School 2013 Prefect Cup, most outstanding prefect, Joe Gibson. Opunake High School Board of Trustees Cup for student BOT representative, Pero Brophy. And the Bolger Cup for leadership of our student council, Madeline Symes. Georgia Symes, Ellis Dixon, and Dinah Symes, please. Simmons.
Mr. Watt's been here too long.
Hey, I can read. That's what's written down here. Right, the Wolford Cup, Sportsman of the Year, Cameron Quinnell. Nicholas Cup, Sportswoman of the Year, Georgia Symes. James Trophy, all-round contribution to the school, Year 9 to 11, Georgia Symes. The Opunake High School Dream Trophy for Dream Values in school and extracurricular activities, Elise Dixon. And the Minister of Education Cup for services to the school, Dinah Simmons. Right, if we could have, please, Joe Gibson, Jaslyn Marsh, Christelle Centino, Madeline Symes, Pero Brophy, and Brodie Fox, please. The Combined Churches Award for Outstanding Character is shared by Joe Gibson and Jaslyn Marsh. What an award for diligence and commitment to the school, Christelle Centino. And the Griffith Merit Cup for Best All-Round Girl, Madeline Symes. The Graham Salzburger Memorial Cup for Best All-Round Boy, Pero Brophy. And the Prime Minister's Vocational Excellence Award, Brodie Fox. And if we could have Pero and Elise Dixon, please, back to the stage. The Te Paiwai o Te Orangi University of Waikato Scholarship for Outstanding Academic Achievement, Pero Brophy. And the Ko Te Tangata University of Waikato School Leaver Scholarship, Elise Dixon. Symes, Lexi McQuaid, Lauren Simmons and Keisha Craig, please. Right, the Pam Morris Cup and Medal for the top Year 11 student is shared by Holly Gasson and Georgia Symes. The Sue Spindler Award, runner-up in Year 12, Lexi McQuaid. And the Sue Spindler Cup and Award for the top Year 12 student, Lauren Simmons. And the Taonga Te Mongatu recognising high levels of academic achievement for senior Māori students, Keisha Craig. The Opunake High School Medal and Award for Proxine Akesset, Elise Dixon and Joe Gibson. And the McNeil Adams Cup Opunake High School Medal and Ekaroa Lodge Award for Ducks of the school goes to Dinah Simmons. Well done all those recipients and have a lovely break.
Staff, if we can move down. Students, if we can move forward.
Excuse me, school. Just please be seated. I will now be just closing up this prize giving with a karakia. Kātou, kā tātou katoa, te atawhai o tō tātou ariki ukuraiti, me te aroha o te atua, me te whiwhinga tanitanga ki te warua tapu, ake, ake, amene. Now if the, I'll just lead the Year 13s out to the canteen. So if I like to say Autobots, roll out.